Well, hi there. Warm welcome. I'm going to be tossing it over across to Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan, who's joining us live from Hyderabad. Over to you, Madhav.
Well, thanks so much for that, Meghna. We are coming to you live from the special broadcast at the Char Minar, the historic landmark of Hyderabad that we're reporting from at the moment. We're bringing you this special bulletin, but there's some big, massive breaking news coming in the midst of poll season. The Enforcement Directorate has moved to, in fact, provisionally attach 751.9 crore rupees worth of properties of under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act as far as the Associated Journals is concerned. Let me quickly take this across to Bhavtosh Singh, who's joining us. Bhavtosh, this is a very, very big development. It's in the same case that we had seen last year, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi also being summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. They have given their statements, and even the Treasurer of the Congress Party amongst those who have deposed before the investigating agency. This move, Bhavtosh as well as Priyank, is a massive development because it's the first step in terms of legal action that is being taken by the Enforcement Directorate in terms of pursuing its case in this matter. Bhavtosh, over to you. Explain the legal ramifications of this move.
Madhav, as you rightly said, it's a massive development as far as the National Herald case is concerned, or the AGL case is concerned. A very, very big move. According to the Enforcement Directorate, they have provisionally attached or seized assets worth at least 751.9 crores. These assets are immovable assets, so the properties of Associate Generals, which is spread across the country, which are prime properties, and they have formally attached this property. According to the Enforcement Directorate, they have registered a case under money laundering, and as you rightly said, that Sonia Gandhi as well as Rahul Gandhi have already been questioned in this case last year. And ED has said, if you go by the statement, they have said that the manner in which the loan was taken first by the Young India from Congress Party worth at least 91 crore rupees, and then this loan in many ways was subsumed by the Young India for mere 1 lakh rupees, was something that ED started probing this case. Remember, Rahul Gandhi as well as Sonia Gandhi were first released on bail in 2014 or 15, and then subsequently the court had ordered that a criminal case should be registered, and taking that order into cognizance, ED registered a money laundering case. Now, what ED has done is that they have said that they have powers under money laundering to formally, in fact, attach these properties. Now, the adjudicating authority in this case will go through the files, and then will decide whether the order of Enforcement Directorate is correct or not. But a very massive move on the part of Enforcement Directorate, and for the first time, the ED has officially issued a statement in the National Herald case saying that there is a case of money laundering, and the manner in which the shares was in fact transferred, that 1% share was illegally transferred, and Gandhis became the major shareholders of this.
Let me quickly read out from the statement. They've quoted what the Honorable Court has said. They said the Honorable Court has held that 7 accused persons, including Young India, prima facie committed offences of criminal breach of trust under Section 406 of IPC, cheating and dishonestly inducing delivery of property under 420 of IPC, dishonest misappropriation of property under 403, and criminal conspiracy under Section 120B of the IPC. They've gone on further to say that AJL had to repay a loan of 90.21 crores to AICC. However, AICC treated the said loan of 90 crores as non-recoverable from AJL and sold it for 50 lakh rupees to a newly incorporated company, Messrs. Young Indian, without any source of income to pay even 5 lakhs. By their action, the shareholders of AJL as well as donors of the Congress Party were cheated by the office bearers of AJL and the Congress Party. Priyank, this is a very, very serious charge being made here by the Enforcement Directorate, because they are saying that the shareholders of AJL as well as donors of Congress were cheated by office bearers of AJL and the Congress Party. It's the first time that there's a direct charge being made by the Enforcement Directorate as far as office bearers are concerned in this entire matter. Priyank.
Yes, Madhav, if you remember, 1,000 of the share of this particular company was very reduced to 1%. And as you rightly said, the Enforcement Directorate has also pointed out that the Section 406 of the Indian Penal Code is established. This was a conspiracy which was hatched on the breast of particular individuals who have been made and accused in this case, when this loan amount was given to the company, the loan amount was repaid on a very nominal level. The ED investigation later on also had revealed that the purchase of the loan of 90.21 crore rupee from the AICC side, the Young India demanded the entire repayment of the loan of allotment amount to the share to the AGL, and this particular share was floated in around thousands of the shares, and later to that 1% of the share was decreased to this. So ED investigation has time and again shown that there was a larger conspiracy, there was a criminal breach of trust, there was criminal conspiracy
Right.
B of the penal code, which was hatched to acquire this particular company through all illegal means.
Stay with us, Priyank. Priyank, stay with us. Bhavto, stay with us. I'm going to keep coming back to you for more updates because this is a developing story, a massive development with the ED announcing the attachment of over 750 crore rupees as far as the National Herald case is concerned. Let's quickly take this across to our guest. Joining us with us is Karan Verma, is an author. With us also is Ravi Srivastava, political analyst. But I first and foremost want to go across to Rohan Mitra. Rohan Mitra, massive development, huge political ramifications. But for the moment, it appears that the legal troubles as far as Congress and its top leadership is concerned could just be beginning. Rohan.
On this show for a different topic, but since this is breaking news, I'm going to give my comment on this. I think this is pure vendetta. You know, what has happened today with Mr. Rahul Gandhi's comment on Mr. Prime Minister Modi and how he turned out to be a penalty for the Indian cricket team on Sunday. The ED has gone on an overdrive, and after that comment which came and has gone viral in the country, the ED is going after Mr. Gandhi and the shareholders of AGL and everyone else. And you know what the fact is? This matters in the High Court. There will be the lawyers of Mr. Gandhi, there will be the lawyers of AGL who will be in a better position to have a better argument on this. But for me, this is pure vendetta because Mr. Modi and his cronies are completely rattled by what has happened and how quickly this debate about the penalty, which has become the national topic of the country today, that it has hurt him and he's rattled.
Okay.
Okay,
You're saying it's linked to the penalty debate. Fair enough, Rohan Mitra. Hold on to your thoughts. We have Shazia Almi of the BJP joining us on the phone line now. Let's put that question across to her. Shazia Almi, you would have heard Rohan Mitra. He says that it's because the powers that be, that the leaders of the BJP are rattled with the way this entire penalty debate is panning out, and that's why this is nothing but political vendetta, is what Rohan Mitra says. Your response to him, Shazia Almi?
Well, if it's political vendetta, how do you explain the fact that this huge property has been seized? That more than that, half a dozen properties at prime locations in Delhi, Mumbai, Chandigarh and Lucknow, all valued at hundreds of crores, have already are being looked into. And that it is the Supreme Court which allowed for the case to prevail. There was a case, which is why this is happening, and this has been ongoing. In just 2 weeks back or something, there was Pawan Bansal who was questioned for the second consecutive day. This is exactly 2 weeks back. So this is an ongoing matter, and I think it's hilarious when you talk about penalty, this, that, and the other, and it's related to elections, because elections happen every turn of the season. There is an election happening. But how do you explain the fact that what was Motilal Vohra doing? He was a party treasurer. How come Gandhi's a majority shareholders? What is Young Indian all about? And how was this non-profit organization, Young Indian, was floated solely by them to take over Herald and its properties? What all went on? So these are very
all right,
real
Shazia, I just want to interrupt you because I have first reaction coming from the Congress party. Member of Parliament Manikam Tagore has tweeted. He says, #Panoti Modi orders ED to take away National Herald properties illegally. Frustration and upcoming defeat in the hands of people of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Telangana will only be the answer to the unjustifiable action by the Enforcement Directorate. So Shazia, your response to the first reaction coming in from the Congress party Member of Parliament Manikam Tagore, calling it an illegal method of taking away National Herald properties. frustration and upcoming defeat at the hands of people of all of these locations. All right, let me take this question across, in fact, to Karan Verma. Karan Verma, the Congress is calling it the frustration and upcoming defeat at the hands of the people of the poll-bound states. Your response to it, Karan?
Madhav, they have been caught, and this is clinching evidence. I mean, the Metropolitan Magistrate Court is on record saying the Young India Limited was a sham of an entity. And who was the majority shareholder? The Gandhis, 76%. The Gandhis approved a loan from the Congress party to AJL. I mean, who does that? A political party is not allowed. And then AJL transfers it to a new entity incorporated in 2010. 5 lakh paid up capital and it gets transferred. The entire properties of 6,000 crores. There cannot be a more clinching evidence, and they've got it back from the courts every time. They tried to get the summons dismissed. The Delhi High Court gave them a foot in the mouth. They tried to make sure that the income tax findings of 2011-12 were not reassessed. They were reassessed. Gandhis are out on bail. Today, just crying when data won't get them anywhere. They must answer on the merits of the case, and the merits are heavily stacked against them. The Gandhis are going to jail. Mark it down. This is clinching quid pro quo. Just calling vendetta won't serve it, and divorce it from politics. Answer on the merits of the case. Tell me why Young India Limited was incorporated. Tell me why AJL transferred all the 90 crore loan to them without any interest rate. Answer these hard questions.
Right. Ravi Srivastava, would you like to take that question? I'm just going to read out the last paragraph of what the ED has put out in terms of its statement. And it says over here that the ED investigation revealed that after purchasing the loan of 90.21 crore rupees from AICC, Young India demanded either repayment of loan or allotment of equity shares of AJL to it. AJL had an EGM and passed a resolution to increase share capital and issue fresh shares worth 90.21 crore to Young India. With this fresh allotment of shares, shareholding of more than 1,000 shareholders was reduced to a mere 1%, and AJL became the subsidiary company of Young India. YI also took controls over properties of AJL. Further investigations in process, they say, and all of this leads to some serious questions in terms of what exactly has gone on. Clearly, the Enforcement Directorate believes that the dealings were not above board. Ravi Srivastava.
ED has lost its complete credibility and it's a big issue now. The fact is, they have made some 5,000 plus cases, having a conviction rate of 0.5%. Hardly 24 people convicted out of it. The fact is, they gloat and they say, we have seized property worth of 1,25,000 crore and all those things. This is all bogus claims, because when the person is not convicted, the property will have to be returned back. They can show on the piece of paper, we took it possession of provisional attachment of 1,750 crore. It is yet to be returned by the court. And that too, if the person is not convicted, the property will have to be returned. So where is this drama? Is only because 5 states the BJP is going to lose completely. So and this Panoti issue which has been raised by Rahul Gandhi yesterday has rattled BJP completely, and this is a last ditch attempt. They are clinging actually to some case where they can malign the Congress party before election, the last leg of the poll, which is on 25th and the 30th of November. So this is nothing but a drama. It's a bogus story, and it is not going to lead anywhere. I can tell you. This is only on a piece of paper showing 406, 403.
All right, let me bring in Karan on that. Karan, once again this argument coming in. Yeah, Karan, once again this argument coming in that the entire Panoti debate has led to this debacle, where in fact you're seeing the ED now, go ahead and attach assets. They are linking it to what's happened over the last 48 hours. Your response to this charge, Karan?
I don't resort to such cheap words like Panoti, but I wonder what they'll call Rahul Gandhi, who has lost the last 42 out of the 56 elections. I don't know what word they will use for him. Anyways, let me tell Ravi Srivastava that if you want relief, if you believe that this is a bogus case, go to the courts, get it quashed. And you know what? You went to the courts. The Delhi High Court did not quash the summons. In fact, the Metropolitan Magistrate Court is on record saying that prima facie this case seems true. Young India Limited is a sham of an entity that converted public funds to private use. So, are you saying the courts are also rigged? Are you saying the courts are also practicing vendetta? Simply shouting vendetta and panauti, these cheap words, won't get you anywhere, Ravi Srivastava. Talk about the merits of the case or go to the courts and get it quashed and take the high moral ground.
I'm going to take that question across to Rohan and Ravi in just a minute. Karan, we're going to slip into a quick break. We'll continue with this breaking development on the other side. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Massive development happening with the ED, in fact, provisionally attaching the properties in the National Herald case. I want to quickly go across to Bhavtosh Singh, who's broken this massive story. Bhavtosh, take us through which are the properties which have been provisionally attached. 30 seconds, very quickly.
Madhav, the National Herald office in New Delhi, the Nehru Bhavan in Mumbai, these are the two main properties that have been attached. In fact, these are the properties that have been provisionally attached. The value stands at a whopping 752 crore rupees. Remember, Madhav, this month we have also broken a story when Pawan Bansal, senior Congress leader, was again summoned by the Enforcement Directorate, and this was in fact was something that ED was keeping under wraps, and after his questioning was done, ED in fact compiled a list of properties that need to be attached, and ED has said that further investigation in this case continues, so one can expect that some Congress leaders can again be called in for questioning. ED has also
let me
said
get a quick,
that
let me get a quick update from Rohan Mitra. Rohan Mitra, it is the National Herald House in Delhi, it is the Nehru Bhavan in Lucknow, the National Herald House in Mumbai is what our news editor Bhavtosh Singh is telling us. These are the provisionally attached properties by the Enforcement Directorate. There's also the entire aspect of what has been told by the courts, and it's quoted by the Enforcement Directorate. They are quoting what the courts have said, that 7 accused persons, including Young India, prima facie committed offences of criminal breach of trust under 406 of IPC, cheating, dishonestly inducing delivery of property under 420 IPC, dishonest misappropriation of property under section 403, and criminal conspiracy under section 120B. So these charges have been there for some time, but the BJP has said, and you've heard the spokespersons of the BJP say that this is not vendetta. There is material evidence in this case, and courts have upheld the same. Rohan, your quick response.
Yeah, Madhav, I was listening to your BJP person. If somebody is an accused, that doesn't make him guilty. We've seen what has happened with the case in Gujarat, where Mr. Rahul Gandhi was, guilty in Gujarat High Court as well. But when he went to Supreme Court, he got bail, and the whole thing was put on a stay. So for the BJP to say that if somebody is accused and if ED is attached to property, he's guilty, I completely reject it. Also, I want to come to a point. If you see on Twitter, Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, he's the prime person who can give a better understanding of the case. He's just tweeted, the PMLA action can only be consequential to some predicate or main offence. There is no transfer of any immovable
All right,
property.
Rohan, I have to come in over here because we're completely out of time on the broadcast. In fact, Karan Verma, Ravi Srivastava, I'd like to thank you as well for joining us with your views. Bhavtosh Singh and Priyank for all those breaking updates over there. I'd like to thank you as well. We're slipping into a quick break, but more news and updates coming up on the other side. And I'll see you viewers at 10 o'clock this evening on a very special broadcast of the News Hour Agenda. Do join us.